At the heart of almost all of the political parties' campaign pledges, how they plan to create more jobs and breathe new life into the economy. Hwang Ji-hye reports.
High on the agenda of both the ruling and opposition parties' campaign pledges for the April 13th general elections is revitalizing the economy. The ruling Saenuri Party has put a lot of emphasis on drastic corporate restructuring that they hope will create new jobs and further push up the country's growth rate. In that process of restructuring, the economic chief of Saenuri Party says that conglomerates need support from the government. The main opposition, Minjoo Party of Korea, on the other hand, is pledging to close the gap between the rich and the poor, in other words, big and small firms. It has vowed to pour efforts into improving the country's conglomerate-dominated economic structure.
I want to emphasize that regulating large companies will not result in supporting SMEs. Through restructuring, we have to find firms with new growth engines that can create jobs and reduce the number of companies with no future prospects.
Recent economic conditions show that conglomerates and financial institutions are monopolizing the economy. It's a hopeless situation where we have the upper 10% depriving the opportunities of the remaining 90%.
The Saenuri Party also argues for selective added welfare, whereas the Minjoo Party is calling for extra help that will cover not only the lower income group, but some in the middle income bracket as well. The country's massive household debt load is another issue that puts the parties at the opposite ends of the spectrum. While the ruling party says extending the repayment period for loans will solve the issue, the opposition party sees it as a graver threat, pledging to write off debts of those with low income and credit. But as many have criticized, with campaign pledges often ending up stopping at just that, it's now up to the voters to take a closer look and decide who they want in parliament for the next 4 years. Hwang Ji-hye, Arirang News.